Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to take a look at how you can get Sparks of Omen and basically what they are for and where you can get them from, etc. Everything you need to know. So yeah. So let's talk about Sparks of Omen quickly and basically what they are for. Sparks of Omen or Fractured Sparks of Omen are two pieces that you'll combine together to create one Spark of Omen. A Spark of Omen will be the Season 1 crafting reagent that you need to create high level gear. So for example, if you look at this piece of gear that I want to make here, you see that it requires a spark, and the spark for Season 1 is Spark of Omens. This will allow you to create a item that scales up to 597. Now as you go along throughout the War Within, sparks will get progressively stronger the higher the quality of materials that you use, the concentration, optional reagents, etc. Everything that you add in will be able to improve the power of the piece of gear. So you can see here, only certain gear items use sparks. Generally speaking, these are epic pieces, so purple pieces of gear. For example, if you look at all my recipes, if you take the sparks, it will augment that piece of gear. So they're important for crafters and they're something that you definitely want to get. So before we talk about the regular methods of obtaining sparks, you are able to obtain a free spark by speaking to the catalyst steward that you find inside the city. So once you are here, you will get a Omen's Unified quest. This becomes available at level 80. And basically will give you the ability to grab yourself your very first Omen. This is tied to each character, so each character can grab themselves 2 Fractured Sparks of Omen. You will still have to farm the various activities, so you're not going to be able to grab it straight away. But this once-off quest will give you an immediate bonus once you pull up one of the other Fractured Sparks. So once you earn one through the other activities, you can proc this and immediately grab another one. It's a big advantage and it does help. So it's just something that's really, really good for picking yourself up some extra sparks. So yeah. Otherwise, the only real method of obtaining sparks is by completing one of the weekly quests. You are tied to only 1 Fractured Spark per week, so you need to make sure you grab your Fractured Spark each week upon reset so that you're able to get yourself enough rewards so that you can continue to farm them. The first of the regular ways in which you can obtain a spark is going to be your weekly quest that you get every single week in the city of Donegal. Now this method, you can get one in the chest, the Pinnacle Cache. This method, because you can get the chest doing a variety of activities, can coincide with some of the other ways in which you can get the chest. As you can see, the weekly quest is guaranteed to drop you one, pretty much, if you don't pick it up from any of the other weekly chests, which tends to make life a lot easier. And so it's probably one of the best ways, if not the best way, in obtaining yourself some pretty good items. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. In the Isle of Dawn, basically you'll be able to grab one by completing the troop event. By completing the Theater's troop event, you'll be able to get a chest which also has a chance of dropping a spark, and so this should be able to give you one as soon as you complete it. The chest will automatically go into your inventory for your first completion of the week, which generally speaking is pretty cool and pretty helpful. The weekly event that can potentially drop a Fractured Spark of Omens and seems to almost guarantee drop one is the weekly event for the Awakening the Machine, which is one of the weekly regional events that you can do, and this one's available in the Ring of Deeps. This reward is also the only one that you have to actively claim from the chests. The rest will all drop into your bag. So if you do get lucky enough, it will drop from the chests that you'll get if you are unlucky, obviously it will not drop from the chests. It will drop from the main chest as well, so it won't drop from any of the mini ones. But yeah, that kind of covers the Assembly of the Deep. The other weekly event that players can do is the Radiant chest that you get by completing the main primary objectives of spreading the light. Now, only your initial weekly chest can contain the Fractured Spark. You will not get for the individual mini satchels that you get. You will only get from the Radiant Cache. So if you've claimed the Radiant Cache, you will be unable to grab any more rewards from that Radiant Cache for the week, basically. The way to gain a Fractured Spark from Askjet basically is to complete your weekly chest for assisting your pack. So you get the Hand of the Vizier. You can see here it gives you a chest. It will give you a whole bunch of other great stuff, but you also need to basically complete a bunch of rewards for your pact. So what you need to do is you need to come down, you need to speak to whichever pact you want to work with, and then you essentially need to do that pact's quests for the week. So it's one of the major functioning goals for you to do. You have to complete 3 weekly Severed Thread pack quests for basically any of the factions, and then you will be able to complete it and be able to get the majority of the good rewards plus the chest. So you can see there, complete activities and kind of roll with it. That's that. That is how you obtain Fractured Sparks. As mentioned before, you can only get 1 per week, and you need 2 to construct a Spark of Omen. You can also obviously get your 1 additional one from your quest per character, which does help you out. But it's very important to make sure that you're farming these regularly, or at least getting them from the chests. Even if you're not a big crafter, they still matter, and they'll be able to help you even if you only look into crafting 1 singular item. But that's it from me. See you next time. Bye.